The Nairobi senator, who is also the leader of Linda Mwananchi team, has slammed Ruto's government over Haiti and Ebola deals. Welcome to Kenya Lens Media, where we bring you news updates as they break, and kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing. Now, the Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna has launched a strong attack on the President of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, and the Kenya Kwanza administration, accusing the government of subjecting Kenyans to continued suffering through controversial policies and also international agreements. And in a statement posted on his X account on Friday, May 29, 2026, Sifuna claimed that the administration continues to make decisions that deepen public hardship while also linking the government to controversial engagements involving the Haiti security mission and also reports of the proposed Ebola quarantine facility in Kenya. His remarks come as leaders from Laikipia County demand a full public disclosure of reports that an Ebola quarantine and also treatment facility linked to the United States could be established in the Nanyuki Air Base. And in his statement in social media, Sifuna said, "The Ruto government is just too much. These guys wake up every single day just to conjure up more ways to cause pain to Kenyans. I know we are expected to keep government in check as opposition, but it's literally impossible to keep up with the breadth and the depth of the capacity for evil these guys have. It doesn't have to be like this, Buana. When we tell you just kicking Ruto out solves 80% of the problems, you best believe. Just like he did with the Haiti and now Ebola, for the right amount, this one can sell us to the devil himself." A very strong statement from the incoming president of Kenya, Edwin Watenya Sifuna. Kenya's political temperature is once again rising. At the center of the latest national debate are growing concerns of the government decisions, foreign partnerships, public trust, and also the country's role in the international operations. The latest criticism comes from the incoming President, Senator Edwin Sifuna, one of the country's most outspoken opposition figures and the Secretary General of the Orange Democratic Movement. And in a strongly worded statement shared online, Sifuna accused the Kenya Kwanza administration of repeatedly making decisions that increase suffering among ordinary Kenyans. The senator argued that the opposition is struggling to keep up with what he described as the government's continuous stream of controversial actions. His criticism targeted not only domestic governance but also Kenya's growing involvement in sensitive international matters. Among the issues raised by Sifuna was Kenya's role in the multinational security mission in Haiti, and the Haiti deployment has remained politically divisive, and since Kenya agreed to lead the international security effort aimed at helping restore order in the Caribbean nation, which has been battling violent gang activity and also political instability. While the government has defended the mission as part of the Kenya's international responsibility and a global peacekeeping role, critics have continued to question the risks, costs, and also broader national interests involved. And now Sifuna is also linking the government to another emerging controversial issues, and the proposed Ebola quarantine and also treatment arrangement reportedly involving the United States. Reports suggesting that Kenya could host an Ebola-related quarantine or treatment facility for an American citizens exposed to the virus have triggered growing public concern and political tension across the country. The controversy intensified after reports emerged that the proposed facility could potentially be established in Laikipia County near the Nanyuki Air Base. Although full official details have not been publicly disclosed, the reports have already sparked widespread debate online and also among political leaders. For many Kenyans, the issue touches on sensitive questions involving national sovereignty, public health, preparedness, transparency, and also trust in the government decision-making. Edwin Sifuna's remarks reflect wider fears now spreading across sections of the public. The Senate accused the government of entering into international arrangements and also that could compromise Kenya's interests, and these comments have further amplified an already growing political storm. But the concerns are no longer coming from opposition leaders alone. In Laikipia County, local political leaders are also demanding answers. A group of lawmakers led by the Laikipia East Member of Parliament, Mwangi Kiunjuri, has called on the national government to fully disclose details surrounding the reported Ebola facility plan. Joining Kiunjuri were Laikipia County Woman Representative Jenny Kagiri, Laikipia North MP Sarah Korere, and also Laikipia West MP Washira Karani. In a joint statement released on Friday, May 29, 2026, the leaders expressed concern over what they described as lack of transparency from the government. The lawmakers stated that while they understand the importance of international cooperation during dangerous disease outbreaks, several critical questions remain unanswered. And among the concerns raised was why residents of Laikipia and Kenyans at large had not received a clear public communication regarding the reported plans. The leaders said that collective conscience had been disturbed by reports suggesting that there was an intention to establish an Ebola quarantine and also treatment facility within Laikipia County. The statement now adds regional political pressure to the controversy that is quickly becoming national in scale. The debate has also reopened broader discussions about Kenya's place in the international partnerships and also crisis response operations. Over the years, Kenya has positioned itself as a regional diplomatic and humanitarian hub, and the country has hosted refugees, peacekeeping operations, humanitarian missions, and also regional security initiatives. Supporters of international cooperation argue that global crises such as disease outbreak and also insecurity require countries to work together, but critics warn that such arguments and also arrangements must always be transparent, carefully managed, and fully explained to citizens. Public concern surrounding Ebola remains especially intense because of the deadly history associated with the virus. Ebola outbreaks in Africa have often caused widespread fear because of the virus' high fatality rate and the pressure it places on the healthcare systems. Even discussions about quarantine facilities can trigger anxiety among communities worried about safety, preparedness, and also emergency response capacity. And for many Kenyans, the issue is also deeply connected to confidence in the country's healthcare system, and the questions are now being raised about whether Kenya possesses the infrastructure, equipment, staffing, and also emergency preparedness needed to safely handle such a facility if reports about the arrangement prove accurate. The controversy is unfolding at a time when Kenya is already facing widespread public frustration over the economy, cost of living, unemployment, healthcare access, and also governance issues. The broader political environment is making every controversial government decision even more sensitive. And for the opposition, the moment presents another opportunity to challenge the administration's leadership and priorities. For the government, however, the situation presents growing communication challenges, and so far, public pressure continues to mount for official clarification regarding the reported Ebola facility proposal. That is all for today from Kenya Lens Media, where we bring you news updates as they break. And kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing.